Welcome to Busn presentation. My name is Darshan Joshi and my roll number is 120999165. Today I'm going to talk about the Breeze Beauty Pro company. It's a Breeze Beauty Pro company is a cosmetic company which provide the cosmetic goods to Australia and other overseas. Welcome to Busn presentation. It's facing a problem in a communication. Uh, it's a facing a problem in communication. The other communication problem is as follow. The the first communication problem is email communication. Email communication plays a very important role because it's the only thing where professional can communicate. It's provide a I think it's a it's a best platform which exists where other employees can express or can share their personal data and everything. So email communication should be very proper. But this company is providing this company is facing problem in email communication. The problem is email communication plays a very significant role. As I said, that it's very important. It's very important in any organization. The first problem which organization is facing is uh, miscommunication between staff because of not use proper emotics, but it's a setting but it's a formal setting. And but obvious there is but obvious in formal communication you can't use so many emotics. It generates the problem and it doesn't look good. And there is a specific method to write a professional email to other employee or receive the email. The second problem the staff is facing is sometimes staff is not aware their lack of competent communication. Sometimes it's a new employee who doesn't understand the way of email, or didn't get the what message is trying to say. So it would may cause the problem in the organization. It's facing a problem in a communication. For an example, if the one employee does not provide a proper email ID, or you can say because every person has a unique email ID. So if the person is not providing the proper email ID, then it would be create a problem to transfer data from one. For an example, if why it is important to solve this problem, this email communication problem, because in 21st century I think every organization use the email conversation because it's very convenient in a professional life. Every corporate organization uses this because it's easy to transfer data one person to another, and it's a kind of people think that it's a very safe method of communication. So in today's world I think every organization uses this. I think this is the best platform to transfer any private or any confidential data. Why it is important to solve solution for this problem. First of all, who I think manager is responsible for the whole problem because he is the only person who leads the organization, or you can say he should be aware what is going on in the organization and between the staff. He should uh, he should take a close eye with which kind of communication is going on between the organization, and create a strict rule regarding the communication, so communication will go smoothly in the organization. So solution for this problem. And the second point is what solution. Solution is I think manager should create a rule that every employee should have a two account. One is a professional account and other is a personal account. So it can be a proper bifurcation of the accounts, where I think it's this rule applies to the all employees, manager, top management. So it would create a smooth communication among the organization. When I think it's a problem is already generated, so it would be good if the organization start taking the step as soon as possible, so organization communication would run smoothly in very nearest time. And the second point is what solution. Why this solution is important? Because it would create a proper transformation of the message between the staff, so staff can get a proper or clear idea about the data or any important information which is coming from top management or other employees. Second is for the junior staff, if the communication process is easy to understand, so if the new employee can understand the process very easily, so there should be no complication in the process of the communication. It would may save the time of the senior employee to explain to the junior what is the procedure of the communication. If the procedure of the communication easy, so junior can easily understand the process of the organization. That's it. The further presentation would be continued by the Sagar. Why this solution is important? Because
Hello everyone, my name is Sagar. So the another problem for the BRS Beauty Pro organization, that will be the organ there is a staff is failed to understand the active listening. So in organization, for employee and for the manager, we need to understand the active listening between the employee and for the top management. For an example, if you are surrounding by teenager, you will definitely not understand active listening. If you have conversation with your teenage friend and he is not interested what you are saying, they will nod or think, they will they will just do their own work. So likewise, the exactly same situation in the workplace, where whole staff is busy in their work but they are not even listening to your task or listening to your anything order, are busy doing their own work. This can lead to employee with no productive conversation. To avoid this kind of miscommunication, for that it really need to understand a active list. Hello everyone, my name. So why this is very important to solve active listening miscommunication? For that, listening enables you to acquire facts so that you can make a decision that benefit your business. It is essential to building trust and can reduce a conflict. The reputation of business depends upon a listening skills. So here there are many employees and staff need to understand the organization reputation. If they will not listen to their subordinates or a superior in the organization, they are not going to make any profits or any reach of the organization. So for that, active listening can reduce conflict between employees. For that, if you fail to listen to customer, for an example, the customer might not receive the service or product whatever they expected. When this occurs repeatedly, it will tarnish the company's reputation. As likewise I said, it will really harm the organization reputation while you are not using active listening. It will create a miscommunication. Manager should talk with employee about problems between staff and give accurate suggestions. For the manager is the main person who will give the right advice to the employee. So why this is very important? And for this, there are so many solutions for that. So let's look at it. The first solution is who the top management need to take a strict steps for employee who are not doing active listening. So manager need to solve this, or any superior than the manager or a CEO, they need to understand the active listening and give the workshop to them. What employee need to train themselves for understand active listening. Manager are also responsible for taking active listening workshops. Yeah, here manager also need to understand the active listening. Sometimes they are not understand the their superior orders, or they are ignore, or they not understand the. And for this, so in third solution, where company need to execute the active listening test in organization when employee as in a trainee or intern after completion of training. So as an intern or a trainee need to complete this whole active listening process for this process, they have their own benefits, because active listening process is for the organization, and they will create a good amount of reach in the market. The third ben So this process is done by the HR, and to implement with the all the staff who are coming the new, who are the beginners, or they are already in the organization. The fifth and the last one will be the why. In organization, employee need to train an employee where they can get importance of active listening process. So here, why this whole process is going through, because this is for the active listening process, is where organization get the reach to the market and to the next level. So it is very essential for the organization, for employees, and for the top management to create this active listening process to the next level. So in third solution.
Hello everyone, myself Dasagwa Patel, and here I am presenting the third problem of effective communication in organization. In the organization, managers do not support or recognize the importance of informal communication between employee or the staff. Here, informal communication means casual communication between employee at the workplace. It is an unofficial and natural communication, like general talks. Some managers are too strict at the workplace, so it cannot make proper communication link. Due to this improper communication link, the employees do not talk with each other for the some personal issues or the mm, personal family. Hello everyone, myself. So the main question is why it is important to solve that problem or minimize it. Sometimes it is necessary to understand informal communication with co-workers for managers. In organization, communication networks are developed to solve between top management and staff. Also, sometimes managers or leaders need to understand non-verbal cues of employees, like manager needs to understand the general issue or the personal problem of employee and also give the moral support for this situation. Usually, top management or organization have less communication or less engagement with employee due to the position level. It will make a negative impact on. So the main question is solution. The solution is provided by Big 5W. The main is who, what, when, where, and why. Here, who means who is the provide the solution. The solution is provided by the top level of management to the manager who are leading the employees. Uh, the top level management have to decide about the increase the not increase but like support the informal communication to make a better environment so that top management have to provide some training or some workshops to the manager to how to deal with employees how to talk with them, how to give the moral support, give the cheers about their work, everything. So we can train the manager about better interact with employee by face-to-face interaction and boost the morale of employee. For that, we have to HR have to arrange this type of training and workshop on the regular basis, like every some short time period of time, to remind the manager about what is informal communication and how to develop this or recognize that one. So manager can arrange unproductive workshop to feel relaxed with him. Like manager have to some provide some effective lectures, some effective mm games and whatever his solution to some provide some effective lectures, some effective games, and whatever he like, or whatever suitable for the organization with employee. So employee easily interact with manager and feel relaxed with manager, so he can also talk her personal problems whichever he face in current situation, so it will be more profitable for organization and business. Like whenever I'm before a couple of years ago, I'm working as a production engineer in my home country. So at that time, I'm facing lots of problem like that one. Actually, I'm working as a production engineer, so I have to deal with 10 to 12 employees or labor who is working under me, and they are normally aged between 25 to 13. So they have their families, their childs, and so the family have the one main problem is you don't give the proper time to the at the home, and you are always on the jobs and duties, so they also feel tired and don't give the 100% at the job. So this type of situation oftenly happen in the organization, so manager sorry employee do not work 100%. So in conclusion, there are, as per my friend says, like uh, the mail is more important for organization, like mailing if a business communication efficiency of mailing communication get formal and informal communication with employees or staff. Or second one is the active listening needs to understand by top management and also the for the staff to understand the active listening and what the benefit of their this type of listening to the work environment. And last one is the third one, which is the manager needs to understand about importance of informal communication, which can create great impact of or a relation between management and employee and make a better work environment. Here is the referencing. Okay, thank you.